Welcome back, guys, to another amazing episode of the Third Shield Pokemon Go PvP podcast. Today, oh yeah, I have an amazing guest that I cannot wait to share with you. You might know her by the name 4TheBattles. That's right, she's joining to the podcast today, and I'm so happy because the last person that we had on the podcast, who was female battler. I say battler because we did have Coolstar on the podcast, and she's just starting into the battlers. But Casey was actually another amazing battler that we had on the podcast, and now finally we have 4TheBattles. So welcome to the podcast.
Hello. Hi. Thank you for having me. That's like some big people to follow. I hope I can make you proud.
You can definitely, because you are one of the most talented battlers that I've been following since I started Pokemon Go PvP, and I remember that. But I think when you first reached, I think rank 10, like in the very maybe it was it preseason or season one? I don't even remember now. But I remember seeing your name, and then you shared that you reached it, and I got so pissed because I was like, "What? I need to reach it too!" And anyway, so and
Aw.
after that, I just started following you.
Aw, that's sweet. That's funny. Yeah, season one was actually pretty rough for me. I'm not typically like a person who hits it pretty early. I think I only have like once or twice.
Did you reach legend in the first part of the season, or meaning around New Year's, or the second part? I don't remember.
I think it was gosh, it I think it was I think it was the end of the first part. Yeah, it was the end of the first part. It was like one of my relatively easier seasons. Definitely not season four. I hit it on the very last battle, but this one was, I think it was the beginning of the first, or yeah, the end of the first half. I was just so happy. It was such a long season, and I get to like just relax for months. Because I remember when I did hit it, I was like, yeah, there was a whole season left. So
Oh, that's awesome! Congratulations for that, because I saw that when people hit it, and so many amazing battlers like Yonkus and so many other people didn't hit it in the first part. So for you to hit it in the first part of the season is, I think, it's absolutely amazing. And then
well,
not only
thank
that,
you.
but season four, by the way, since you brought it up, I just want to jump into that because
Hmm.
everybody that I talked to said that season four, who have hit rank 10 before, they said that season four was the hardest season
I
for
think
some
so too.
reason. So I wanted to talk to
Hmm.
you about it. So what do you think about season four? Why was that the hardest? And do tell us about the last day of hitting that rank 10.
Well, okay, I think season four was the one in the first half. The gains were very low, extremely low, and like you would gain almost nothing for very positive sets, and then they drastically changed it, and there was very high gains, but also massive drops if you didn't do well. And so I was doing really fine. I think I was doing pretty much on par to hit it, but I wasn't making any of the gains. Like, and then as soon as they did change it, I think the league switched or something around that time, and like the trio I had been, I obviously couldn't use it anymore, and I think it was like around Ultra or something, and I was never good at Ultra until really this season, honestly. And then I just, right when the drastic point drop hit, it just hit me, and then I just struggled. I lost so many points. I think I lost like 400 from where I was. I got 2,900 down to 2,600, then 2,500, and then 24. And and then I think I like. I was like, okay, I just need to. I'm good. I don't need to like. I need to stop trying a whole bunch of new trios, and I honestly just need to use one that I know works. And so that's what I did, and I used those. Those like, I think those really one of the top players in the world, though technical, and maybe number one. I would say there's like three different people I call number one, and he's one of them. But yeah, so I used his Azu double ghost, and then I for the battle night I didn't do flying cup. I just used Azu double ghost. I did every single battle, and I went up like a bunch. And then I had though like helping me, honestly, like everybody needs help, and he it was more just moral support. This was right before I started streaming. I got to 20. I after like using arrows, I was down to 29, 24, and then I had 10 battles left, and I went 8 and 2 and got to like 3,003. And it was just I never got my Pika because it was the last set, so I didn't get my Pika for season four. It's the only one I'm missing. But yeah, it was insane. It was just insane. I was so mad at Butters, like so unsportsmanlike mad on the day before when I got to 2999 and he beat me. And,
I
and yeah,
I
go ahead.
can't believe what I'm hearing. I knew this on Twitter because I followed it, but when I'm just picturing it and reliving it, just the way you explained it, and I'm like,
Yeah,
I don't know how you
I
didn't explode.
I did. I was crying like when it was the last game. I think it was the last game. I was a Marowak against a Machamp, and Air was like, "Go for the Bone Club," and I'm like, "It won't. It won't work if I do." Like I had just TM'd Shadowbone to that Marowak the night before, Elite TM'd, and if I would have gone for the Bone Club, it wasn't going to KO. So I went for the Shadowbone, and I had just enough, and I won with like 1 HP for that last battle, and so literally the entire season came down to 1 HP, one Elite TM that I used the night before, and that after that happened, and I was like, I just had the worst season I've ever had as far as stress, and I have like two really close friends watching, and I like wasted this whole opportunity because I only had two close friends watching, and like this would have been so amazing to actually stream it all, and I just love having people in the call. So why don't I just start streaming and try to get somebody in the call every day? And that's basically where we are.
Oh
So
yeah, that's this
yeah,
that I cannot believe, by the way, how close you got. And 2999, I've been there, by the way, so I know the feeling. But you were way
it's the
worse.
worst.
In the mind game was way worse because it was technically the last day.
Yeah, it
So
was the last day, the last set. I cried. Like, Aaron was like, "You're gonna get it." I was like, "Are you sure it's a 4-1? Get it, get it." He's like, "No, yeah, you got it." I was like, "Really, really?" Yeah, it was
I,
amazing.
and for all the listeners and viewers right now, guys, the I mean, there's a reason why anytime when somebody's very close to hitting it, and I was at 2999, and it's rough because even if you have like a few more sets from that point, a 2-3 will put you so far down from the 2999. It's just crazy. It's such a
Yeah,
bad mind game.
it's bad. It's fine. It's just bad mind games. And those, yeah, those were just my two hardest seasons. Was 1 and 4. Every season other than that, I was so thankful. Anytime you hit early and you can just, I like to push for leaderboards, like, but I also I hate the really long queue times. But I'm like marginally pushing this season, and I like the opportunity to do that without stress. It's the games are different. That you can, I don't know, it helps. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. I totally get it. And you know what I was also thinking about is that since you mentioned it with the leaderboards, and after you hit basically rank 24 now, not 10, since we changed it,
Hmm.
legend, let's call it that.
Hmm.
So what's next, right? So there's a leaderboard. So I wanted to ask you, would
Hmm.
you like something like from Pokemon Go that it's hopefully it's coming, by the way, but would you like something after hitting legend, like maybe a playoffs or any idea? Have you thought about it? Or what would you like doing after, let's say, somebody hits a legend?
Yeah, I think I would enjoy that. I actually don't. I don't want to like lie and say I need it because I think I am not. Um, I am competitive, but like not super competitive. I really like playing with my friends and battling most of all, and then I really like teaching and I really like streaming my battles. But I don't need what some people do need, which is more. Like I know inadequates like really it was struggling it just finding something to do wanting to do once you get to the past legend and top. So like I don't need something else. It would be pretty neat. I would definitely participate and like the opportunity to show like if I could go further. Um, but I actually really enjoy the long season. I really like the opportunity to just. I'm still getting amazing battles because I'm around the high 32s, 33s right now, and like I still get really amazing battles, and I have this opportunity to like teach and learn different trios without stress. So yeah, I'd enjoy it, but I don't need it. Just gonna be honest, I guess. Just doing a podcast.
No, I totally get it, and I 100% get
Yeah.
it. So let's just jump into this right now because we were kind of on the topic.
Mm-hmm.
So since you mentioned you don't need it, but however, you started streaming and you're battling and you're getting really good at it. So if
Thank
or
you.
when esports would actually happen in Pokemon Go, do you think you would pursue that, or you would just
Yeah.
yeah? Okay, let's talk about that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I am. I do want. I think esports and GBL are not. they're not, they can't really be used in the same sentence, because there's no control over lag and errors and just things like that. So that's why you have 1,500 battles to shoot to show what you can do. But and it generally, and you do have so many opportunities that it generally it does even out, and the best go to the top. And but if it was an esport thing, you need to have more control. And I would definitely be interested in pursuing that more, because I think that's a little bit of a more accurate representation of who could be the best, because there might be more control, like with like a sylph. And so, yeah, I'm just waiting for those tournaments to come. And yeah, that is the eventual goal. Right now we're streaming to teach, we're streaming to keep up with the metas, keep up with the knowledge and the community, basically.
All right, I'm happy to hear that. That it will be awesome. So, and let's go back now to the beginning. So, how did you actually get involved with Pokemon Go and then PvP?
Um, I, I never played Pokemon when I was a kid, and I didn't know anything about it really. I think I just watched it on TV because it was on before Garfield was, and so I would get home and watch Pokemon for a few hours or something. And but yeah, I just went out, and I remember I caught a Growlithe. I downloaded the app because everybody was talking about it. Went out and caught a Growlithe, and then I just started, I was like, oh, this is really fun, and I started walking a whole bunch, and like it was like really improving my health. And then I started getting really into gyms. That's what I used to do before PvP. And somebody hunted me down in a one parking lot at night, and he's like, "Are you this person?" And I thought he was on another team. He was mad at me, but he just wanted to recruit me. So he recruited me to this Mystic group, because I used to be Mystic. And we were like the annoying group that people talk about. We weren't ever mean or like harassing people or anything about it, but like we would definitely take the entire town. Like we try to do that like every night or every week or something if it was more coordinated. But it was just a very strong group, and you wanted to be on that team, obviously, because we kind of own the town, and we had lots of barbecues and like picnics and like cool stuff, and it was fun. I actually left it. I left the team for Instinct, and that's like a whole other story. But I just really was really into the big grinding aspects, and way before PvP, and so it kind of was kind of something I got really into.
And where are you from, by the way?
I am from California, near Sacramento. So like about an hour and 15 from San Francisco. Most people know where that is.
Okay, you're lucky because I was about to give you some crap for not coming to the cookhouse with Linden, Speediest Chief, and all the amazing players in Florida.
Oh, I would have loved to. Yeah, I would have loved to. We have I don't know, honestly, I don't know very much of the PvP community here. Um because I would go to San Francisco for a lot of their in-person tournaments just because they were bigger. But yeah, I always wanted to. I would definitely would have gone. We have this big community in Southern California. I sometimes wish I was able to go to some of their things.
And what is it? Because it sounds like you grinded a lot back in the day. It sounds like. So
Mm-hmm.
how's your grinding
So much.
schedule, or what do you do right now for grinding?
Okay, I don't as much anymore. I just I don't know. I put too much towards PvP now, but I live in a really nice area as far as Pokestops, and there's about a downtown area. Downtown Sacramento has like thousands of stops, so I pretty much just go there, and I'll load up on the Pokeballs about once a week, and then I I play pretty casually after that, just events and stuff, just enough to keep dust. And like when there's certain things I grind every like community day and spotlight hour extremely hard. I just go like I used to, and so I can still do it really efficiently and just have enough. And with GBL every day, I seem to be pretty fine at keeping dust. I can always make a Pokemon or two if I need to. XLs are tough though.
Yeah, Excel is a different story. I don't know how that's
Yeah,
gonna go.
they're tough. I don't have many. I really appreciate the spotlight hours. I'm just gonna have all the bargain bin XLs. Like I've got my big Mamoswine now, got my big Abomasnow, Umbreon because they're around here in my biome.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can picture at this point for the Spotlight Hour to get those Excel candies.
I don't want to do a down payment for the egg ones.
Exactly. That's how much it costs. Did you see the video by Justin J Farmer? Sorry, I don't know how to say his short name, like Jace
uh
Qatar, right?
oh, it's JR Skater, I think.
Yes.
Uh-huh. I didn't see it. No, is it about XLs?
Yeah, so he basically broke it down like in a 20
Uh-huh.
minute video, and it would cost about $600 for one XL legendary.
Oh my gosh. And
And
that's probably being a little moderate. I feel like it could cost more if you're unlucky with like the drop rate or something.
oh yeah, he was way too moderate. He even said that that's only if you do X, Y, and Z, and it was like at the top drop rate. I think he did it like you get dropped like I think 3 or something like that. With rare candies, you get at least, or maybe even did it with like 6 rare candies per drop, and then you transfer
Uh-huh.
them in and that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
he was very
That's a
modest.
lot. That's a
Yeah.
lot. Like that is a lot. And that's one of the reasons that GBL is not that competitive in my eyes. That's why I do still appreciate Sylph, but I do love GBL. I love it for its own reasons for sure. But yeah, I really like limited limited competitive playing fields until everybody has that opportunity.
Yeah, I kind of like I was kind of disappointed in the X in a way. The only reason I'm bringing this up because it's like they're going to esports, and I think this XL was a step backwards unless
I
they have
think so too.
way different idea of how esports gonna be. Unless they give us the Pokemon to battle with or something for esports,
Hmm.
I just don't see how is this fair game because to somebody who wanna join in. Because let's talk about what's his name, Ninja, who is one of the biggest streamers of our time right now,
Hmm.
and he actually lost Pokemon and Go Battle League, but he's only level 36 or something like that. So how the hell is he going to compete in esports
Yeah,
like
he
that? He just
he
cannot.
can't make it past the barrier of entry is too high. If you have such a competitive edge, just from first of all, yeah, we don't even think of a lot of these people. I was watching Inadequates. He had Aragorn as my king on his stream, and he's level 37, and just massive respect for being level and he's a legend. Just massive respect. But like, if you're getting into an esport, like they're gonna have and these thousands of dollars or whatever on the line, they're going to have, and if they have the opportunity to, they're going to have the Stunfisk and the Spooter. They're going to have the Umbreon and the Skarmory. Yeah, it's just it is. I agree. It is a step backwards.
I mean, can you imagine that? If, let's say if esports that's it would happen like as game is right now. Somebody to get into Pokemon Go would need like a year
Yeah, a
to be
year.
able to compete at
That's
least.
moderate too, right?
Yep, yep, for sure. That would
Mm-hmm.
be crazy. That would be
Absolutely.
nuts. That would be nuts. And as far as for this season, I just wanted to bring it back up. What team did you use to hit your? What league and what team was your favorite trio to hit legend with?
Um, It's the Tacticals team. It's another. It's his Ultra team. I don't even know if he runs it anymore. I don't know how long he did run it. I may have been. I may be running it for way longer than he ever did. I have no idea at this point. But it is his. It is the Toxicroak and Polian Lapras. It's XL free. I could. No, I don't. Yeah, I don't even have the Toxic candies. It's just a hundo. It's not even Best Buddy, but it's a very good trio. It's like a straight shooter line. I think that's why I like it so much. It does have. It's very. It's just really good Pokemon and a really nice. I like to like if I lose the lead, often I'll end up farming with Toxicroak, and it's just such a good Pokemon as far as typing and coverage. When you do get an advantage, that I usually like pull out what I need to pull out, and then I usually am able to farm it up, and it's just a good overall trio. I was running a bunch of different trios in Great League, and I found a few I enjoy. Let me see. Like I have to actually look and see if any of them are still here.
Yeah,
But no, I deleted
Toxicroak.
them all.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, you're good. Go ahead. Sorry.
I did nothing. I was just gonna say that Toxicroak, for some reason, and don't judge me for this, but for
Hmm.
some reason, I just don't like Toxicroak, so I refuse to play with it because I just don't like it. It's like I don't like the Pokemon, so I just want it
Yeah,
on my team.
it took me a while to like get to like it. I had tried it in previous seasons, but I think it was before Ultra Premier was a thing because it does not do well in Open. But there's a lot of targets for it in Premier. So yeah, I did start to like it more. Oh, and my Great League team that I really liked as well. It was Stunfisk, Pelipper, and Razorleaf Tropius. I believe Tatsy uses the Air Slash Tropius, but I really liked this trio with Razor Leaf, so I guess I called that mine. And that was a fun trio too. I got to know Pelipper for the first time, and it's pretty solid. It's not. I don't think it's that good in Sylph. It doesn't. It's just not good enough for like open teams, but it's really good for open GBL because it can just hit so much and get shields.
Yeah,
That was a fun one.
yeah, I feel like Pelipper just relieved, meaning like this season Pelipper really surfaced up, and then the before seasons everybody just said, "Oh, it's just a flying toilet."
Yeah, I still see that a lot. Or like flying bucket. The addition of Weather Ball really helped it out. Really, it didn't. It was trash before, and it's still like the reason I say it's probably not. I made it actually put it on my Sylph like All Star Invitational team, and then I didn't use it very much because you're in GBL and it has a lot of targets, and it's just a good pivot Pokemon to swap into. But when you're looking at a team of 6, you're like, loses to that, loses to that, loses to that, loses to that. Okay, so we're not using Pelipper. So I don't think I used it very much, but it's definitely a good GBL one.
Is there any Pokemon right now from new Pokemon or anything that already came out but you don't have it yet and you really want to try it out or use it?
Yes, so bad. My favorite Pokemon is Wobbuffet, and I've done trades for like thousands of them before they were even in PvP. Maybe not thousands, but hundreds. And I think I ended up with like 69 luckies is the number I'm sitting at right now. And I never got a hundo. And I don't have anything close to a hundo for a purified one either. And so I want it so bad. It's Wobbuffet. Yeah, it's my
Oh, you're gonna
my
hate me in a second.
Oh no! Do you have one?
So I have 100%, and
I won't.
And I have a 98% that is purified.
Oh man,
it's a 15,
yeah.
15, 14.
Nice. Yeah, you should make that level 51 best buddy.
I'm working on it.
Nice. Yeah, that's one I want really bad.
I didn't expect that you say that, by the way, Wobbuffet, but that's funny.
It's my favorite. A lot of people like will know it's been my favorite before. I didn't know Pokemon very much, but like when I did, I guess it was before Pokemon Go. I did like Wobbuffet. It's cute when it has like a. Did you ever see the episode? There was one that had a southern accent and went Wobbuffet.
I have not, but I'm gonna have to look it up.
It's so cute. Yeah, Wobbuffet southern accent.
All right, so before we wrap this up, I just also wanted to talk about like what would you expect, or actually no, you know what? There's one thing that I totally forgot to ask and just came back to mind. So how would you help people? Because I saw you posting about this as well on Twitter. What would you say to people who are going nuts right now? Because there's so many people in season 4 especially, it was a hard season, and this season already I see it again start to resurface because so many people are hitting legend right now, and so many people are dropping, and it's really hurting them from the inside, and mentally they are breaking down. So and you have went through it, I have went through it. So I just wanted to like ask you, like, how did you get over it, and also what would you recommend to people who are really getting it, like it's really hurting them and they just don't know what to do?
Okay, well, there's a few things. Like I keep telling myself every season there will be a season I don't hit it, because I am learning every season. But like I tell people to like I try not to look at Elo as much as I can, but it's really hard if you haven't hit it yet. And I look at individual games a lot more and things I need to work on because the games are like you can use a team and it can be an amazing team for somebody and not for somebody else. But the game and these wins and losses up at the tippy top, they're coming down to, I hate to say, like, I hate to just be like, so like, I don't know what the word is, but just so simple about it. It's not really the word I'm looking for, but like they're coming down to techniques that you need to learn if you want to reliably hit it, which are learning when to throw your moves and to not catch up to fast moves based on turns. And then a lot of people don't believe in fast move denial, but I think it's just because they don't do it right. But that's another technique you need to be learning. You need to not worry so much about the perfect team because there is no perfect team. What you need to learn is your win conditions and and you need to be learning like exactly what you should shield, about exactly what you can't. Like you need to be able to study other teams and think during the battle, okay, if I see this in the lead and they swapped in this and they didn't shield, there's a good chance they have this in the back. And it's really about paying attention to individual games. I would record your battles. That's just for like the technical stuff. Just how to like actually win games is things like throwing your moves at the right time, and knowing exactly what you can take and can't take. And then as far as the mental, um, I the like I said earlier, the most help for me is being with somebody, and that's why I don't do remotes. I don't do remote tournaments because I don't really enjoy them. I get too nervous, and it's not really for me. Because I can't have my friends around. And so I found that having my friends around while I did battle, and I didn't do this until the end of season 4. I started to stream a little bit in like season 2, but I didn't stick with it. But yeah, having friends around. So even if you don't stream, I don't. If you can like, if you want to try that, just try hopping in a Discord and sharing your screen, and then if you have anybody that would be willing to like be there with you battle. And I know a lot of people do that because I go in these Discord servers every day and I see people battling every day with the same kind of people watching them. And so that really helped me a lot. Or just stream if you can get anybody to join you. And I don't know, and this probably doesn't work for everybody, but that really helped me this season. Like I think, yeah, and last season too. I streamed all of last season, I guess, but last season was kind of a meme season. But yeah, I guess it seemed like simple answers, but yeah, like like another one is a simple answer. I wasn't under tapping enough. Like looking at when you're on close to your final charge move and your opponent throws, and you throw your charge move, and like or their charge move, and then you see like your fast move go through, and you need to like know, oh, that means my fast move went through. As soon as I block this, I can under tap. And like that was something I wasn't doing, and it is under tapping enough. Just little teeny things. It's not about the perfect team, it's about these tiny techniques that you need to learn to reliably hit legend or rank 10 or elo 3000, whatever, every season.
Oh yeah, for sure. And those are all good advices, and because people overthinking it. So, and you
Mm-hmm.
you break it down very simple, and then just to add to the overtapping and undertapping. Oh, I was horrible at overtapping, especially with confusion users. That was just not good,
Mm-hmm. Same,
and that can ruin
same.
everything.
Absolutely. Just one extra of something is going to make or break like so many of your games. Like you'll see me when I'm streaming, I'm like, oh man, I'm so stupid. And most people probably don't even realize what I'm complaining about, but it's because I just saw an extra air slash come through to my charge move. And I just know that is going to mean they're one step to their, yeah. It's just little things really make the difference in the games really near the top.
Oh, for sure. And then before we wrap this up, so you started streaming. You already streaming for 2 seasons now. So what are the plans, and where could people find you, and what time and what day?
The plans are basically I'm going to stream my sets every day. The only times I don't stream every day is when I have some other large like PvP commitment, because I basically give like the same amount of time to PvP every day. And so if I have like I didn't stream when I had like the All Stars match because I was practicing and then doing it. But yeah, so every day mostly is going to be, and then about 8 a.m. Pacific time is my slot. I typically stream a little bit before Tho starts, and around the same time as Math Magician is about when I stream. For anybody who's familiar with the Twitch scheduling already, maybe a little bit before Math, and then a little bit after Vergi. That's my spot.
That's awesome, guys. Make sure to check her out because I jump in all the time and I watch. And I think I saw your team in Great League, and I was like, oh, that's a good team. I need to try that. I just don't have the I forget your last Pokemon.
The Tropius or Pelipper or
Tropius. There we go.
Defist.
Tropius.
Yeah,
Yes. I just don't have the
that's a
Tropius
tough
pin. Yeah.
one. Yeah, I thought about maybe trying like Shadow Jumpluff in that place because I don't really like Jumpluff enough, and I feel like it's not hard hitting enough. But I actually wanted to try like a Shadow Jumpluff at some point. I think it could possibly work in that spot.
That sounds really expensive, by the way.
Oh, very very expensive. Yeah.
All right. So, is there any last words that you would like to share with the community, PvP community, or anybody, or any last message before we wrap up this episode?
Oh gosh. There's so many things to say. I don't know what to say except for thank you. I think there's like some people say things about a community, but like overall, I think we have a really special community. And anytime you have a lot of people doing anything, there's going to be certain problems. But overall, I think it. I don't enjoy that COVID happened, but I do think that it brought the community closer together on Twitch, and that there's so many people that I can't wait till these Nigaturners coming back that I had no idea who they were, and I've never actually met them in person, but now I feel like I just know them because I hang out with them every day apart. So I just can't wait till we get all back together, and I'm just very looking forward to that. And I hope I get a chance to meet you. You're one of them. And I think I just basically just keep on battling. Look at individual games. Don't look at your elo. Don't even look at your positives and negatives at the end of the day. Just look at things that you did well and things that you did shitty. Sorry, and try to just make sure that you do less bad things the next day
That was
because
amazing.
it's a marathon. Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry.
For sure a marathon.
It's a
That was amazing.
marathon.
Thank you so much for sharing that.
Thank you so much for having me. You're awesome. And definitely everybody, I hope. Then one other thing is they all need to follow you because you have the coolest setups, and I really appreciate like what you're doing. Something different for the community that I don't see very often. So thank you for
Thank
having
you
me
so
and
much.
sharing that with us.